Many of us know that Isaac was the son of Abraham, the forefather of all the children of Israel. Isaac had twin sons, namely Esau and Jacob, out of whom Esau was the firstborn. Later in history, Esau's descendants were known as the Edomites, while Jacob's descendants became the Israelites. The Edomites lived in a mountainous terrain where they had built formidable cities very close to the ancient Israel. Prominent trade routes passed through Edom. As early as 1400 BC, Moses mentioned of a seer road that passed through Edom, and the children of Israel on their way to the promised land requested passageway through Edom, but they were denied entry because of previous enmity. Now, the Edomites hated the Israelites for the following reasons. 1. Jacob took away Esau's inheritance for a bowl of soup. It was smart, but in no way nice. Number 2. Jacob's mother Rebekah and Jacob stole away the blessings of Esau by trickery. And number 3, which is the most grievous one of Jacob's grandsons killed Esau by beheading him over a minor dispute. The bitterness and the enmity of the Edomites lasted over millennia. Then, in the 6th century BC, Babylonians treated the Israelites bad and took them captive to Babylon. When this took place, the Lord God Yahweh expected the Edomites to overlook their differences and stand with their cousins, the Israelites, as one family and fight off the enemy. Instead, Edomites joined hands with the Babylonians and stabbed their own cousins who were trying to escape. God was angry. He spoke through Prophet Obadiah. He said, "For violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. In the day that you stood on the other side, in the day that strangers carried captive his forces, when foreigners entered his gates and cast lots for Jerusalem, even you were as one of them. But you should not have gazed on the day of your brother, the day of his captivity, nor should you have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, nor should you have spoken proudly in the day of distress. You should not have entered the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. You should not have stood at the crossroads to cut off those among them who escaped, nor should you have delivered up those among them who remained in the day of distress." And it really happened. Today, if anyone has to trace back their major cities, they make some of the best archaeological dig sites. However, the prophecies upon Edom are not complete yet. There are more events predicted of that region around the second coming of Jesus Christ. Here it is worth mentioning about their famous city Petra. Now, Petra stood along the trade route to Syria and Rome. Around 200 BC, the Edomites lost Petra to some Arab nomads known as Nabateans. With all the tax money they collected from the traveling merchants that used their route, the Nabateans became very wealthy and powerful. Then the Roman Emperor Trajan formally annexed the city of Petra in the year 106 AD. In the 4th century, as Rome became Christian, there was a strong Christian presence, even though pagan worship of Dushara and the three goddesses Mana, Alat, and Aluza also continued. In the year 363 AD, Petra suffered a massive earthquake that destroyed many of the city's buildings and its unique water supply system, which was the main source for supporting the caravans. Being unable to accommodate caravans as before, in its reduced capacity, Petra remained under Christian as well as pagan influence until the time of Prophet Muhammad. By the year 700 AD, Petra had become a Muslim region under the Abbasids, even though it was nothing more than a village by then. In the year 713 AD, a major earthquake destroyed much of Petra and the city had to be abandoned. Even though Petra changed hands from the Edomites to the Nabateans and later to the Romans and the Muslims, God's judgment on the land did come true. By the way, do you know that the religion of Islam itself was born in Petra and it suffered a great setback because of this earthquake of the year 713 AD? More and more evidences are pointing towards that claim. I will cover that in a separate clip in the future. Thanks for watching.